Hello Aquarius, how is everybody doing? We are here with a general and timeless reading. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, welcome to the channel. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right, so this is what I'm seeing going on here. You have a decision to make, okay? I'm hearing the clock is ticking. You have a decision to make. To have Neptune here, it may feel hazy. You may feel confused. The deal with Neptune being involved in something is that it brings an element of confusion where you may not be seeing everything as it is. You would kind of feel this going on behind the scenes, but it may not be super obvious. It's almost like something doesn't feel clear, something doesn't feel right, and I don't know what exactly it is, but it's stopping me enough. It's like when you have a dream, but you're like not realizing that you're dreaming, but still things like feel really off. It's one of those moments, and there is going to be lucidity, there's going to be clarity. The deal also with the Hanged Man is that the way that you are perceiving things now may not be helpful in the way you need it to be in order to make this choice, okay? With the Hanged Man, it's all about retiring old perspectives that are no longer helpful to you, no longer necessary, maybe no longer resonating. Like you may have been holding on to certain beliefs of, I want it to be this way, and maybe it's not actually that way. So this is about moving into a space where you align your perception with reality rather than deluding yourself in any way. Because Neptune is like, okay, if you want to live in a fantasy, let's pretend, and then you're going to hit a tower and be like, my life is falling apart now because I wanted to play pretend and I didn't want to be in reality. And so we have something like that happening here. I'm seeing this is about something important for you that you're creating and building a life with or within your life, because I was seeing the Emperor. So this can have to do with your long term, can have to do with your business, it can have to do with your family, can have to do with a partner, anything that you're trying to build within your life, this can have to do with. Yes, job, things of that nature, right? Ooh, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is going to definitely confuse things, okay? I want to see, though, how this is popping out exactly. Knight of Wands can be you in a space where you're, like, making impulsive choices just because you feel uncomfortable sitting with things feeling uncomfortable. Here's the Emperor again. Emperor represents Aries. Maybe a focus of Aries in your chart, maybe somebody that you're dealing with. This feels like a decision about long-term, what you're trying to get connected with right now, what you're starting. For some of you, you own your own business. I'm hearing business mogul. Okay. Something here. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands shows you being in a place where you are strategic, you're disciplined, you're determined, you know how to get things done. I'm seeing there be this like confident air of energy around you. I'm also hearing that you're very sweet. That's sweet. Okay. I'm not seeing this as a weakness of any sort. I'm just seeing this as being... like, I keep seeing, like, flowers and stuff like that. I'm seeing honeysuckle. It's like people are attracted to you. People want to be around you. They like your energy. You may have a job where people see you and feel attracted to what it is that you do. Like, you may be on display physically in some way with what you do. Like, you could be the face of your company. There could be something with social media where, like, you're all up on there. That sort of thing. This means as well that because you are established in the way that you are, there are particular things that you're looking for, because I'm seeing you really know how to get the job done. in many different areas of your life. Starting off with the Emperor. The Emperor is the culmination of all of the different kings. So this means like you have mastery over your throat chakra, you have mastery over like work situations and you showing up and being consistent and being deliberate with what you do. You have mastery over your emotions, like you've been through stuff emotionally that's been challenging for you. You've still been able to work through it, to learn how to regulate, to go through tough things emotionally. And the last one would be the King of Wands, and that's you knowing when to take action, when to initiate things, how to properly take the things that inspire you and create something with that, to make something with that, to make something happen, all of that. And also with this aspect of the Queen of Wands here, there is like a sultry sort of femininity that you express through what it is that you do. Queen of Wands is also very creative as well. Somebody that has high standards. There's a very deep sense of self-respect here as well. And I'm seeing that you're looking for a situation where, if this is a work situation, you're being compensated in the way that you want to be compensated. If this is an interpersonal situation, you're looking for somebody that feels like an equal to you. Because you are a hard worker and you're looking for somebody that's going to be able to show up in that same light. It looks like you especially want something reciprocal emotionally. And that's what you're going to create. I'm seeing you be in a space where, like, you're in such a particular frequency that if anybody is coming through to you, I'm seeing you be in a space where you're not going to accept less. I'm seeing you be very, very clear on your standards here. That's also what's going to allow you to be able to manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest within your life. So you're like, if I'm in a situation that's out of alignment for me, that's not something I'm going to do. I'm only going to be participating in things that feel like they're worth it to me, that align with my values. And that's how I'm going to create more of these situations. So this means actively, if something is not meeting your standards, that you are moving away from it and towards what actually is, or dismissing opportunities that are not aligned for you. I'm seeing your investments get bigger here too. Like you may be investing more. There may be something particular that you're investing in. Somebody's coming through to talk to you. I'm seeing you be in like a liminal in-between space when this happens. Like maybe something hasn't been completely decided upon yet, and I'm seeing somebody come through. Somebody comes through because they want to chat with you. I'm seeing something about letting go of heartbreak. This can be letting go of something that you felt hurt by. Can be a focus on healing. Okay. So something that's currently manifesting that you had priorly invested in, you're about to get information or like news coming in that feels important and relevant to this. I am seeing the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, so it looks very much like you did something successfully that you are willing to protect, and you're getting confirmation of that. So this is like news, information, and answer coming through. This is something physically coming through for you, physical information coming through for you. This is going to be really good news, okay? This is going to be something where you feel really proud of what you did, feel really proud of what you've accomplished, enough that you're like, this really means something to me, and I'm going to protect that. I am seeing the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This can be somebody coming through that, regardless of how they're meaning to come through, this is somebody that is going to create chaos within your life. There's somebody that, if you allow them to run through the door, they are going to dismantle what it is that you've been creating with your life as far as like stability and things that you want to build on top of. And as soon as you get frustrated or be like, hey, like, I'm going to hold you accountable if you're running around here, you're going to need to clean this up, they're going to leave. Knight of Wands is a very inconsistent energy, so as much as it can be fun, there's definitely a time and a place for it. And right now, the mode that you're in is like, I'm building my future here. This is something very serious to me. It matters to me. I'm pouring like a lot of love and attention and effort into this. And to have this energy looming around you, this is somebody that's going to come through that may not yet have realized like the importance of consistency and showing up in that way, in a way where you've already mastered this thing, and so you may feel like you're in a very different place than this person. That's not to say you don't have fun with them. That's not to say that there isn't attraction with them, but they are somebody that they are going to create conflict in your life because you're trying to accomplish something, and the energy that they bring with them is going to undo what that is. So it's just something to be mindful of, like who you're allowing to come through. You protecting what it is that you have going on is going to be really, really important. And also you communicating what it is that you're trying to create. So if somebody's coming through and they're like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you may be in a space where you're like, well, that's not really what I'm looking for, and that's okay. Like, you don't need to feel a type of way towards this person. You just may be saying, like, we have two different agendas here, and they do not, they conflict with one another. So something here about you maybe communicating with them, or just communicating in general, maybe coming to a place within yourself where you are very clear on what it is that you're trying to create and what it is that's worth it to you to be investing in. That's really going to be the key to this for you, because it's going to help you actually manifest what you're trying to manifest. And I'm seeing that there's something particular, a connection, love, something emotionally. There's something very particular that you're over here trying to manifest in your life that you don't feel like has completely come to fruition yet, but it's something that you're in the process of making that happen, okay? I'm not seeing this is not, if you stay on track, this is not going to take much longer. You are going to be required to release something that you don't need anymore, but it may be something that it feels difficult to let go of, but I'm seeing your guides be like, you don't need it anymore. It's like when a kid gets to a certain age and you're trying to get them to like not use the pacifier anymore, and you're like, you're big enough now, you don't need to use it. But I'm seeing you be in a space where maybe you want to feel like this is your own choice and you don't want the universe to like rip something away. So I'm seeing the ball kind of be in your court, and it can be very much one of those situations where unless you cut something off, it's always going to circulate and be around for you. And you're going to be the one that's going to have to make a statement and be like, this is not what I want in my life. And be very vocal and very clear and very decisive about that, okay? Yeah, look, I just picked it up. Here it is again. It's the same thing over and over again. I am seeing a tower too that's associated. This energy, it may seem like somewhat harmless when it comes in, and it may even feel like really fun in the beginning, but I'm telling you, this is something that's going to create an element of destruction within your life, especially when it comes to what it is that you're trying to accomplish and build. It's going to throw you off. But here's the thing, like, if you're not ready to let go of it yet, it's okay. It may end up kind of taking pieces down off of what it is that you've been trying to build, but it's not like you can't rebuild if you decide to let this energy in, and then cut it off eventually. Like, you will be able to rebuild. So nothing is the end of the world. You're going to do what you want to do, and all of it is going to work out in the way that it's meant to. I'm looking at Aries here, and I'm also looking at Mercury. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.